Hey guys, it's me, Lewis, or PoisonedParadiso, whichever one you want to refer to me as, and today I'm hitting you up with this CAS. So, ever since The Sims 4 introduced their brand new gender options, I've really wanted to play around and create a sim that kind of, imitates both genders, even though they're one person. So that's what I went ahead and did today. I made a Genderfluid Sim, and I'm actually really pleased with the results and glad that I can share this beautiful specimen with you guys. So, their name is Robin, and don't be too worried about the pronouns because I imagine that this sim is pretty cool with what you refer to them as. You know, they realize that it's not necessarily the norm in most situations to know a person that is actually two genders, but they actually kill it as both, and I'm excited to go along and show you how they turn out. Okay, so let me give you a little insight into what I was thinking with body manipulation, you know, how the body looks and how I wanted it to turn out, that kind of stuff. So, Robin is very androgynous no matter what gender they're presenting as, so I kept that kind of idea when I was creating the body. I merged characteristics of a stereotypical female body and a stereotypical male body. I kept the shoulders a little bit broad, but I made the hips a little bit widespread. It's always worth remembering that we're all different, and there are so many different body types across the entire world. Just because somebody has small shoulders or a big bum, it doesn't mean that they are leaning towards one specific stature. There are so many biological men, biological women, trans men, trans women, and all in between that have amazing butts. It ain't specific. Within this cast, I was playing around with hair a lot because there's just so many different looks you can achieve with different hairstyles. And hello there, so this is a little sneak preview of what Robin looks like when they present as a female. I was playing around with that honey blonde colour because I think it is so gorgeous against their complexion, oh my god, it's just gorgeous. However, that being said, I don't think that I really thought it fit Robin, because, I don't know, it just, their facial structure and all that kind of biz, which by the way, I am so proud of the anatomy of this sim because they look stunning. I am honestly, in awe at their beauty. All of that being said though, even though I was so compelled by that gorgeous blonde hair colour against their skin, I did end up going back to brown, and I'm glad that I made that decision because I think it looks gorgeous against their skin tone also. Basically, they just rock any hair colour, let's be real. So we've now actually moved on to formal wear, and I know what you're probably thinking. Now wait a minute, I did not even see their everyday outfit. Don't panic, there is a little showcase at the end that will demonstrate all of their outfit choices. So, the male side of Robin was very simple, very cute, kept it classy, you know how it be. Whereas the female side in the formal department is very office chic. She looks like she's about to go into a boardroom and fire everyone, and I am living for it. But I do go in later and change that orangey tone, as pretty as it looked, because I prefer blacks when it comes to formal. I don't know if it's because black has more of a sophisticated edge to it, but bright colours don't fly with me in formal wear. So we're now in athletics, which is probably my least favourite department because do you know what? I have no clue what sport is. I'm kidding, but this person has amazing legs. The legs are just to die for, so obviously I was going to show that off for either gender, for both genders, and yeah, that's exactly what I ended up doing, as you can see demonstrated here. At this point for the female representation, I felt like in athletic it's kind of sweat and working out, and you don't want hair all up in your face. So my thought was that because Robin's female side does like to have a little bit of a longer hairstyle, I would do a bun on top of the head, which I think is a cute idea because it's almost as if she's just stuck in some extensions and tied it up because she knows she's about to be sweating for several years. You know, right now I went back to formal and I'm changing up the makeup. I was going to go with a solid lip color, but I'm pretty sure I just do a lip tint in the end because I'm kind of obsessed with that on this sim. In particular, I don't know what it is, but that little bit of color in the middle of their lips is just thebomb.com. And yes, that is cringeworthy to say, but you know what? I'm 12 now, I can do what I want. So as you can see, we are in the sleepwear category, and currently I'm just playing around with what look to do. In sleepwear, I actually kind of sat back for a minute and thought about what I could do because I wanted super realism, and I'm talking in terms of the hair, the face, the makeup. You know, when you go to sleep, what does everyone strive for? Comfort. So I knew that Robin's female side at night, there's not really going to be much of a difference. It's still going to be the same hair length as the boy side because that's what's underneath all the wigs and extensions during the day. But you know, it's still that female essence. It's about how Robin feels in that moment. It's not about how they look when they're going to sleep. So yeah, I'm now party wear. Let's talk about that. Party wear for me is always that one section that's got to be super chic, fashionable and trendy, and that is exactly what I achieved for both genders in this section, so I was very, very happy once I finished with this section right here. That being said, when I was doing this CAS, I realized that a lot of my custom content isn't actually unisex. I love using custom content, so it was a little bit annoying not having that option, but honestly, it opened my eyes to the amazing clothing options I have in-game from all of the expansions and stuff packs and game packs, blah blah blah. But yeah, a lot of these issues were associated with the fact that I haven't updated my custom contents folder since you know, before the patch. As you can see, I'm now looking through trying to find an outfit for the female side of Robin that matches with the male side in the sense of being just as fashionable, because boy, you don't even know, like, oh my god, like, yes, get it, boo, go, boy, continue, show me what else you got. Anyway, let's talk about how he slayed as a girl too. I was going for a very alternative look with this outfit and makeup and hair choice, and I actually really like this slick hairstyle on a female sim, but I do go in and change that later because I felt like the aesthetic I was going for didn't really fit with Robin, and I wanted it to be far more casual and classy, so that is what I went in to do. Like I said, bringing in a word I used from earlier, chic. These jeans are probably some of my favorite trousers in the game, or pants, trousers, pants, you know, whatever you refer to them. I am not discriminatory, but they are definitely my favorites because they remind me of boyfriend style jeans, and I could totally see them sold in like a Levi's somewhere. Funnily enough, I'm ranting and raving about these jeans now, but when I was doing the CAS, I didn't like how they looked with the outfit. I felt like it looked too everyday, so I actually do go in and change them to a skirt later in the video. I get why I did it though, it does look far more sophisticated, but watching this back with you guys, I reckon I should have kept the jeans. Casual can be cute when it comes to parties, but you know what? So can a skirt and a sophisticated vibe. So yeah, I'm totally fine with my choices, I don't regret nothing. And I think that she slays either way, but that is totally an everyday outfit choice that I need to experiment with. So right now I'm going through and adding in any finishing touches. It's kind of a little bit early for that, seeing as I have the swimwear to do, but it gave me that opportunity to change the formal dress to a different color. So I've now moved on to swimwear, and let me tell you, Robin is not about the free the nipple movement. So let me spill the tea onto why I decided to cover their chest as both genders. Basically, I feel like we shouldn't have a specific part of our body that is more significant depending on what gender you are. For example, a woman's chest tends to be sexualized, whereas a man's chest tends to not be. For another example, a man could easily walk around shirtless any day of the year, but a woman wouldn't be allowed to do that realistically unless she was on like a nudist beach. So I thought it's either cover the nipples as both genders or have them free to see, and sadly the second option would probably get me flagged on YouTube. Anyway, on a more positive note, we're actually towards the end of the CAS, and actually I don't know if it is that positive because I really enjoyed making this sim, but it was time to move on to the voice, walk style, all that kind of stuff, and I was quite successful in the voice department. I managed to get one that sounded very gender neutral. Here to go. So Robin is a biological male and is completely comfortable with that, and as such I kept his gender settings exactly the same as they were. Moving on to his lifetime aspiration, they want to be a best-selling author and publish their amazing life stories with the world. It's got to my favourite part where we showcase all of their outfits and see how they turned out. So this is that part of the video where I beg you for likes and subscriptions. Oh my god, I'm kidding. somewhat, not really. I do want to say leave a like if you enjoyed the video, and if you didn't, leave a dislike, because I will be using that system to figure out what you will want to see posted on this channel. Thank you so much for watching this far, it means a lot to have your support. Please subscribe if you want to, and if you're feeling crazy, go ahead and comment. I'll definitely be making sure to read every single one, as I really want to take on board what you guys have to say about my videos. I'll see you guys next time, and yeah, I can't really think of anything else to say, so I'm just gonna say peace.